Hello everyone, this is Greyshot117 here, bringing you another Company of Heroes 2 commentary, and this time it's a 4v4 on Leglise. After a run of Leglise maps, oh boy, and just like constantly getting on this map and then someone dropping, because apparently everyone does not, a lot of people don't like this map. But in any case, eventually we were able to play a full game, and boy, what a game it was. On my team is my brother, 151, we have Kershaw, and we also have Black Shark. As you can see, we have 3 Overcommando players with 1 Vermont. On the enemy team, we have Rookie, Test, Kojak, and CPU Hard. Thank you for having pronounceable names. Seriously, people, you do not know how great it is to have a pronounceable name on the enemy team. Or at least one that isn't just so disfigured or just like it doesn't make sense with all the X's and the hyphens and the parentheses. Just stop, people. Just please. When did a name turn into like goddamn, like, oh boy, when did it become like a testament? It's like, oh, this is my name. Try to figure it out. In any case, on the enemy team, as you can see, has two American players and 2 Soviet players, and Leglise is a winter map. As you can see, there is this hill in the middle with the big city going right through, and then like 2 open areas on each side. These areas are most well known for, again, it's like these sides are a little bit more open. There's some buildings, but most of the time it's just open area to flank. This is like the city with a nice urban area in the middle, very clustered. Very smart blocking off this area. I'm coming over here, holding the fuel. But yeah, overall, if we look at just rank real quick. Oh, and by the way, if you want to submit a replay, please do so. You can do so via my Facebook and or my YouTube email. But in any case, just send me that replay. I'm looking for some good ones of recent. So if you can do that, that'll be great. Oh, and by the way, what was I going to mention? And as long as Company of Heroes 2 doesn't update in the meantime, I should be able to watch it. Because I think someone sent me a replay, and then the day of, there was a random patch that came into play from Relic and just deleted everything. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Didn't get around to it. But, as you can see here, how's this game going for us? Well, this is how it's going. So, these guys are pretty smart. So Black Shark is on my side, and I'm over here just trying to block off these areas. If you're wondering why I'm trying to block off these areas, that way they can't move in and capture it. But, oh, just wait. Just wait. This is, oh boy. So, he's waiting for his ally, and this is pretty smart. He's getting all of his forces to push. Well, anyway, we also have a goddamn scout car, and I'm like, okay, let me dish out some damage. Let's retreat, because I can't win this fight. Because he has a flamethrower on it, and by golly, I hate flamethrowers. Kubo's still firing, dishing out quite a bit of damage. I have to turn it, try to hold back some of these riflemen coming around. Fortunately, they get by in the building, so I'm going to back up here and try to come around the other side. He gets out, though, pretty smart. Again, don't engage a fight unless you know you can win. Why sacrifice your unit? The allies are unfortunately pushing over here as well. My Kershaw is trying to get in these buildings, hold him back. I love the fact, I absolutely wish you could literally be like, okay, there's Vermont forces here, Overcommando, sorry, and there's American forces here. Let's put a breaching charge, like Rainbow Six, and just blast a hole from one building to another. Like, wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great, just blasting a hole inside of a building? Also, these are some of the most deserted buildings. I mean, like, where's the furniture? Look, I know that some cities were ransacked, just like deserted, and people are like, oh, free stuff, but I mean, come on. Nothing in there? Really? Anyway, I bring up it for Kentenwerfer, because I thought that would be a great idea. Well, unfortunately for me, that turned out to be bullshit, because of this, Kubel scout car is just gonna, keep running around. So I'm like, okay, retreat. Never retreat it with this damn thing, because guess what? Any person with this scout car, I don't care if they're good or bad, is going to go with the temptation to chase your forces all the way back and kill your unit. They're always, whether it's a Sherman, whether it's a scout car, they will chase your motherfucking unit. So that's why on some maps like Angermute, I recommend mines on the roads. Because that way, in case you are over commando and you do verse something like this bullshit, you can easily just have a chase and kill it. Now this guy's going around to all of our lines behind our, all of the front. It just causes as much fucking havoc as it possibly can. And now my Kershath's Kubel is paying the ultimate price. They also fortified this with a nice LMG. And although, wow, we were able to push kind of successfully on this front. This thing is just causing a lot of havoc, as you can tell with the dead Kubel. Luckily, he tries to make an escape, but as you can see here, he's kind of screwed. So my, they're just going to move up and be like, F you, dude, F you. Also, we kind of see it. Like, okay, if you're going to plant something, by the way, I honestly know, it's like, okay, that's it. Oh my god, so close to killing it. If you're going to plant something, quote unquote, to try to kill us, don't put it down where we can see it. Because I'm like, oh, there's a point. I literally, like, bring it. Like, I tell him there's a demo. And the guy's like, there's a mine here. I'm like, no, it's a demo charge. I swear. It's like, no, it's a mine. It's a mine. So I'm like, okay, watch this. So I'm going to throw a grenade. And this is when you can tell it's a demo. Because a demo leaves a hole about 2 feet deep in the ground. If that. I think it may be like 3 or 4. But literally, it's a pretty goddamn deep. Actually, no. I think it can fit a person. Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 feet deep. It leaves a pretty good hole. It leaves a hole so deep, you could probably put men down there as like a trench. Just be like, hide under there and just fire. They can crouch and still be okay. Stern Pioneers doing a bit while Riflemen not in cover, but with grenades, it's going to turn the tide. Luckily, he gets out. My brother's Kubel's trying to suppress them, but as you can see, they're just using overall spam with a lot of forces to push up. Over on here, we do have the mighty shock troops getting pulverized by my forces. And I'm going to move up my troops very shortly. I'm going to try to kill those shock troops, because again, if you can kill shock troops, that's a big blow to them. If you weaken shock troops down to the lowest point, that's even great. That's even better. Now you have MG42s, and let's say they try to murder all those forces. That's fantastic. But I love how this guy's like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on scout cars and shock troops. That's great in the first, we'll say within 10 minutes of the game. We'll say that. After that point, that you need AT. You need some type of AT. And that maybe this guy's just trying to focus on saving up as much fuel as possible to go somewhere. I'm not sure. But whatever the case may be, we have a decent army, and we're trying to push into their territory. I'm moving up defensive positions here, moving up my forces, hold this point, and then I'll try to help him deal with those shock troops momentarily. Right here, though, this American player setting up a front line, lots of riflemen. Again, right by his base. I wonder if he's upgrading. Yeah, he's getting bazookas. So, we have this guy coming around the corner, along with Test. Okay, actually, that's a good point to see doctrines. So while we're taking this point over here, again, my flak track will hold back any sort of infantry unit they send, including scout cars. So we'll see about that. Anyway, Black Shark went German infantry doctrine. I don't use this because of the fact it's too munitions heavy. And none of the munitions... I don't know, the artillery field officer's nice, but everything else is just like, eh. It just doesn't... I don't know. It's good against, again, infantry, sure, but I don't know. If I'm a German, I usually try to go tank because that's the biggest threat I see. And a lot of these you don't really use. I mean, light artillery is good, and I don't really like fragmentation. But I went fortifications, to be completely honest. A terrible choice on this map because it's so wide open on my side that why would you do that? Again. So as you can see here, my awesome flak track is doing a ton of damage to these guys, killing that and almost killing shock troops. I pop smoke. I'm like, I'm getting the heck out of here. Kind of sacrificed my Volk squad there, but hey, managed to get my flak track back. And he's gonna retreat his forces quite a bit. I'm moving back so that it can go here. So in the meantime, we do have some AT forces over here. I have a bunker being placed. That way, if in case they run both my AT weapon and this will hurt them quite a bit. We have mines scattered in case they try to flank. We're trying to hold down. Unfortunately, my brother is Kershaw is kind of being hammered right now. Feel bad for my brother. He's just trying to get Stuka. The poor Stuka. Oh, I feel bad. I'm sorry. I can't look, but I kind of want to. But both the American player. How the fuck did the American player get that close to the enemy base and those troops didn't, like, none of these flat guns started firing. If it was an MG, it would have started firing instantly. But this combined arms tactic, while we pushed all the way to their base, they pushed all the way to our base. Yeah. So it's like kind of nothing. It's like it's like not really anything gained out of this, except for maybe that we have both munitions, but that's about it. And as you can see now, my brother's goddamn mechanized headquarters, barely alive. I took it. Looks like a Kuba wagon moves up. Didn't do all that much. He's moving up as AT. Okay, in case you're wondering what I'm doing, trying to help. But here's the thing. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I love this. This may have actually helped save him, because the smoke from this delayed the AT gun, unable to see him, and just the last few shots are just gonna just hold him back. I have no, Kershaw's Obo Sadat moving up. So close to killing it, but still manages to die, so I really feel bad. And he didn't get Stuka out, so that's unfortunate. I move up my half track, try to do some damage. Have Stern Pioneers going behind their lines, trying to dish out some damage, kill it. Do what I can. They do have a Katusha, and they are trying to counter. But anyway, I'm ingrained fortifications. That's why I have the double MG bunkers over here in case they charge. Unfortunately, even though with all our assaults, we're able to kill the AT gun, but not much else. Luckily, I love this. Black track is just like, F you. And anytime they retreat a unit, it just kills it. So, while the main fight's down here... Alright, so I'm going to try to suppress those forces. They can be like, okay, let's move up north. About to kill it, right? Run up north. Still shooting the damn thing. But I'm keeping these units out of range because I know they have bazookas. I don't want this thing to be blind shotted and hit from the side. So doing quite a bit of damage. But again, we're able to slowly push them back. It's very nice. Luckily, my brother has a Panzer headquarters, and now, instead of getting a Stuka, he can get himself a Panther. So technically, it's good for him. Oh, in the meantime, they push up with shock troops. Luckily, I have an MG right here, which kind of slows them down. Kind of sad that this group couldn't kill it, but whatever. Now we have the Sherman. Kojak, which, by the way, he's been kind of like out of play for some time. We're like, oh, what's he up to?
Stand ready.
Well, first off, I think he's using up bazooka fire to blow this. And then he comes up, Katusha fires this guy's main units. So that's kind of going to hurt him. And then this thing is on high explosive, by the way. No, load. It's on main. I'm sorry. It's on auto. Wow. I tried to have Sadat move in, because I figured, like, okay, maybe that'll just, like, push him back, and I can get infantry. I'll move back. Like, yes, follow the birdie. But I didn't realize he had all this. And this is going to be the bane of my fucking existence for the rest of the game. It's Kojak and the miraculous troop of riflemen that was like, oh, we're just going to move up and kill you. Also, look how fucking close those mines are. Just blow up, won't you? Grenade. Boom. AT gun's not placing. Almost Sadat trying to hold him back. Mine finally goes off. Throw a grenade. Shock troops pour in. There's not much AT here. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Flak track's available. Then I'm like, oh shit, Sherman. And I think I'm about to lose that. Yep. So, yeah. Right now we have multiple guys on our side trying to focus. Not sure why you go Luke's, try to kill infantry, but Yeah, it's kind of BS. Anyway, Kershaw went the, what's this? Special Operations Doctrine, which is really good. You get the infiltration grenades, great for getting units out of buildings, or killing, like, units like this. You can see all the going off. Does a lot of damage. Really, really nice. Only costs 10 as well, so 10 munitions for all those grenades. Not too shabby. Artillery players are really good. Command tanks great at helping out other tanks, if I can speak.
Enemy flanking us.
If we look at the enemy team went the Soviet Shock Army. Pretty good. I don't like the howitzer. I think I've talked enough about it. Love that shot. Killed your Sherman down. That's all I have to say it. Goddamn Sherman down. We're moving back up, trying to hold them back. They move up on the worst spot possible. It's not like shock troops are shooting at them, but they have guys in buildings, etc. So those shock troops are going to take a ton of damage. Shock troops are not invincible. They can be taken out. And especially with light tanks, the loose especially, can just destroy a lot of this infantry. Anyway, I have my flak strike here trying to get him out of this building. Caused a lot of damage. I did kill quite a few of them, so I was happy about that. But as you can see, they are all focusing in this general area. Slowly pushing us back. Oh, they put mines there. Oh, they're so nice. Well, in any case, I'm just trying to move up and help out. But no. No, I see all this. I'm like, oh god, run. But this is like... This is what I call a smart blob. Because it's not like a typical blob in which the enemy player will have a unit. And it's like, okay, well, smart. I also love this. It's like, oh, I got these guys pinned. And then fucking out of nowhere, a Sherman busts through. Runs over all my units, by the way. Because apparently my guys aren't dumb enough to jump out of the way of falling debris. And then, like a goddamn crazy person, chases my flak track down and point blank shots it and kills it. And he's just gonna ride off into the sunset. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. Because that's Obersoldaten in a Volk squad that I just lost. Like, I just lost a good chunk of my infantry, this one tank, along with my armor unit. At this point, I'm like building a Panther. Well, I realized, oh shoot, he's shooting my Panzer headquarters. Well, do I have AT? It's on the way. Help? Luckily, my saving grace is that Shermans suck with armor, so this thing has to fall back. Unfortunately for me, it's just going to fall back into my MG now, which is the only thing guarding this point, which is one of the few things keeping us in the game for this long. So I'm moving up my Verket Morpher. In the meantime, we have the smart blob moving up, trying to kill Kershaw's units. We also have artillery right here. I don't know why I want this here. Maybe because it's close enough that it can dish out a lot of damage, but far enough, like, it's just low enough down that you don't think infantry can kill it. Well, whatever the case may be, this building, oh my god. It's like when you move this thing around, it's going to be great. It's going to hit these buildings. This giant rifleman blob is just going to move up and just like, I don't care. Oh yeah, this is where I also think, like, again, light artillery, man, that's being really effective right now. Can't you see all the units dying, people? All the units that is dying from that strike, right here, not here. So yeah, he knows exactly where to go. He can counter artillery fire, and he's just moving around like a goddamn hot mess, killing everything in his wake. And it sucks. Also, he stole my Verket Morpher. Luckily, Black Shark's like, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sneak behind their lines and do a lot of damage. Okay, first off, Black Shark, I love the idea here. I really do. But, maybe focus on the Katyushas? Okay. Now run. Because he just did instant repair. Now run. Because you have a lot of AT fire. Don't stick in the fight. Run! You have 3 AT guns on you now. You will not live. Nice fragmentation bombing, though. That was an awesome fragmentation bombing. But you did lose your Panther, so you probably should have done that a little bit sooner. Probably when the tank was, you know, still okay. But that was an awesome strike that really killed a lot of the Soviet guys' forces. Oh boy. Like I said, I typically don't like fragmentation bombing because, again, it comes in close range, it does a nice hit, but it doesn't really hurt armor, it mostly hurts. Unless it's light armor. Again, Sherman is medium armor, So it's, and a lighter side of that too. So, yeah, sure, that can hurt it, but I look for more like potent means, like a 203 howitzer or something, you know, railgun, something like that to really hurt an area. Well, railgun, no, I don't like railgun. The close air support I like, because you can just call it off map, comes in real quickly, does a knife strafe, and runs away before they even have time to react. Maybe the fragmentation bombing was like that, but I don't know. That was expensive for an anti-tank strafe. Quite a bit. Now we have the Sturmovik. Oh boy, Sturmoviks do quite a bit. Let's see, we also have airborne, P-47s, Bane of the Axis Armor Existence, paratroopers. Wow, this guy's a ton of manpower too. Treats his forces. I'm just trying to capture this point. I'm like, yay, I killed him! Oh no, Sherman. God damn it. A positive note, we have a lot of units, but he's just gonna run him over. Look at that! He has a damage engine. How do you have enough speed to run over these things if you have a damage engine? I don't know. Anyway, the point of the matter is I'm gonna run back and forth, try to capture this point. In the meantime, they're gonna send up more forces here, try to hold it back. Luckily, my brother, you know, kind of mad over his forces dying earlier. We'll try to hold this point as much as possible. He kind of left this point open because he realized they couldn't take it. I mean, they kind of have this point. I'm not sure why he built a flak emplacement. They're okay, but at least he has to support it with AT. Is that? Wow. Okay, he must have taken the AT gun. That's actually really nice. Sherman's still here. Pack 43 though. Thank you. Really? Yet so close, yet so far. 2 feet. But as you can see, they're moving up more forces, more 8-8 tank. If you're wondering what did all this damage and why he got out of there, this artillery piece, it just started whamming on this building. Artillery flares opened up, so we could see. In the meantime, I get stupid because I'm like, I'm tired of this blob. I'm really, really tired. Problem is the blob kind of dodged, so we didn't really do all that much. In the meantime, I put a bunker here along with Verketwerfer behind the shrubs. That way they can't see it. And my goal was to be like, okay, if he tries to attack again, at least he'll be able to see it, and I'll be able to do some damage. Unfortunately, I was expecting a Sherman. I was not expecting a goddamn KD flamethrower to come knocking on my door. Luckily, I was able to do a Stuka strike. Did a little bit of damage. They want this mortar dead. Again, the 120mm mortar is just very destructive to enemy forces. For whatever reason, in the last patch, they buffed it. Anyway, this guy also has, let's see, we have Armor Company, Bulldozer, really effective at killing troops. Wolverine is a good light anti-tank. If you get upgraded the special ability, we'll put it on par with the Big Jack. And the 240mm howitzer barrage is nice in certain areas. Very destructive, very destructive. Oh, and shock rifle, IS-2, enough said. IS-2. Anyway, Panther moves up, tries to dish out some damage. Pack 43 still here. They did incendiary barrage to try to kill some of our troops from moving up. I'm like, hold on, Volks. It's shock troops. Volks are not going to survive. And I think I forgot about these. Yeah, I forgot about them. Luckily, he moves up his awesome Panther to try to deal with the Sherman. The Sherman's now 2 stars. And definitely dish out a ton of damage. Oh wow, awesome plane crash. Even in games where I don't explicitly say planes crash, somehow I managed to see planes crash. My luck. In any case, yeah, I'm tired of this, so I got myself a Panther. But as you can see, we're kind of losing the front line a bit. If we look over on our side, well, we kind of have a few major points. We're still lacking, especially like the munitions department, because we can't hold that to save our lives. Also, this artillery, kind of being a nuisance. Luckily, I have my Stuka, and I'll try to fire very shortly. This bulldozer, though, bulldozers have decent, actually pretty good armor. I'm not 100% sure if it's just because of the extra front, but I just noticed it's harder to kill these things with Panthers. They can't really do all that much to the Panthers because it's like a howitzer hit. It's not really armor pen. It's just explosive. In case my brother, ton of forces right now. He went Fallschirmjäger Doctrine. You can deploy Fallschirmjägers behind enemy lines. He wanted to give me recon. So I'm like, okay. Did a little bit of damage to the mortar crew. Thought I could hit this. Nope. Nope. Did not work. And now here come the airstrikes. No, he's sending a Wolverine. So the rookie guy is sending a Wolverine to attack me. This is where I'm confused. Wolverines are good against lighter armor, okay? But they lack armor themselves, more so than a Jackson. And nice shot. I'm trying to kill it. I also don't want to die. Unfortunately, he does lose his tank. Don't mind though. Barely alive, hang to the back. Trying not to be hit by airstrikes. I'm trying to move up forces, try to help out, but as you can tell, that's not 100% working. And they still have their tanks alive, falling back. On the positive note, my brother in Kershaw has just been slowly flanking. They kind of came around here, did a bunch of damage. They still haven't taken this point, but they did kind of capture this point, which that cuts them off from the fuel. Again, you don't need to necessarily take the fuel point. You can take another point if it's less defended and decap that so they don't get any fuel. Looks like the Su-85s are moving up. The thing they forgot about, I think my brother's Kershaw's going to take full advantage, is they think the Su-85s are just like moving up to take out these headquarters, right? It's like we'll dish out enough damage. They forgot about my brother's AT force, and I think Kershaw's, yeah, there he goes, is going to spot like these wounded Su-85s and be like, ooh, good time to go hunting. Because honestly, Su-85s just firing long range, why would you ever do this? I love just the AT forces, even with the other one. But they, I guess, they're so cocky that they can push into our lines that they move up these forces. They do kind of kill headquarters. I think they kill a few, to be actually honest. I think they killed 2. But they still died in the end. So, and actually, I think the artillery did a lot more damage, and they just wanted to finish it off. But as you can see, my brother's slowly pushing up. Albosadotin killing that MG. Albosadotin, or like, if you can move them in with like a lot, it's a lot. It takes a lot of fire from them to be suppressed. I'm decommissioning all the fuel I possibly can because I'm just tired of this. I'm tired of them bringing in this Blob. So I'm like, okay, whatever can help me. Whatever can help me. And by the way, if you're wondering why I keep moving my Stuka back after a fire, because I don't want a random Jackson coming around the corner and shooting it. I've done that to people, and it sucks. The last thing I want... Oh, please, MG42. Or MG34. Please, help me. Nope. Okay. That's what I thought. I move my Stuka. My brother, Kershaw's putting down another Panzer headquarters. Nice shot. Is that IS-2 that just died? No, Su-85. Command Panther showing the front armor, very smart, until it comes around. Again, you want to constantly show that front armor. Why he had high explosive, I will never know, but that Panther was very lucky and was able to get out. High explosive can be used tactically. An example would be, wow, okay, and this guy has barely anything. Rookie has a ton of forces. Bojack has a ton. So the American forces are pretty much the backbone right now. The Soviets have barely anything. That being said, I don't have all that much. I used my Stuka to try to do some damage. It didn't really work. Panthers once again getting healed. While they have a ton of armor, they're really focusing. And what these guys are doing is something that I think a lot of people forget. You don't have to stick with your lane. You can go to where your allies need you. So if you're, again, he's over here, so he technically should be supporting over here. We found it better to attack over here, to break this side. I'm not saying that's good. I'm just saying that's an opportunity to do if you want to. Wow, look at all that. This is when I want a plane to go over and just like accidentally crash into this. That would be the most amazing thing ever. But you know, not my day. As you can see, there's a ton of tanks pushing right along with AT forces. Again, he's being pretty smart, and when he moves up his tanks and infantry, he makes sure he has AT guns. A lot of people, I do this too. I'll keep AT guns in the back. I feel them as more defensive forces. But they can be used offensively, and if you put them in a good situation, it can dish out a lot of damage. Now, unfortunately, my Panzer headquarters is here. Luckily, I had just enough time to get another Panther. So I'm like, okay, let me get my other Panther, and then I'll blitz these guys and kill them. So I'm doing some long shots using my Stern Pioneers to see. I'm going to send my forces left. And here's my goal. So first I'm using my Panther just to fire, because my goal is like, okay, let me kill some of their... I thought it was a Jackson, but it's just the Wolverine. Try to kill out some of these AT guns. Wow, okay. Howitzer, though, firing. We have shock troops coming up from the rear. Moving up. Killed that. Kill that. And the MG-42s on the tanks will dish out a lot. Again, a lot of help. Thank you, ally, for coming up. Thank you, Black Shark. But now here comes some BS. I think that's... no, 205. Okay, that's it. 240, sorry, 240. Coming in. They dish out damage. I love this thing moving up, and there's just so much AT. I would say 2 of these squads firing upon that unit would kill it almost instantly. I know it would almost kill a T-34, but with a Wolverine, it's weaker, so I would say it would probably kill it. My brother's front, though, here. Kind of still holding this point. Decapping it, at least. And with that on the right side, we kind of can hold it with munitions. Not munitions, sorry. Overall capping score. But as you can see, this guy only attacks with his Blob, and his Blob is currently falling back. I tried to anticipate their movement around this corner. Instead, they went this way. I was still able to do a little bit of damage with health, but overall, it was more of a delaying tactic. They were inside our base, by the way, and kind of chased some of our units down this road. Luckily, Kershaw is just going to try to hit him with the his Panther. Nice mine. I think that was fine. Finally, they can, again, chase my unit. But again, my brother kind of cracked right here. Every time we push them, they kind of push back. A lot of forces. Awesome hit with the King Tiger. My brother's like, I'm done. I'm through. King Tiger, you're dead. And we kind of, I'm like, all right, I'm chasing it. I don't care. Do a nice one-shot. Kill a paratrooper. I'm like, yes. And with that attack, we have Black Shark coming in from the side. Very nice attack. Killing the Wolverine, and now doing an attack on the Sherman. Problem is, Sherman will just keep running over forces. Unless you do possibly a Panzerfaust. But, yeah, maybe not. Just run away. No, he just goes to chase your units while running away? Oh, okay, that's fun. How about I ram you, and then we murder you? Say goodbye to the King Tiger, and there you go. That's what you get for trying to chase our forces. Also, pick up that. That's awesome. This light machine gun, I think, costs 120 munitions, so 60 per for the paratroopers, and they're really, really good offensive weapons. But as you can see right now, we have a decent amount of armor to push them back, and with that, we're able to at least hold our area. We're able to do enough damage to really give them something to think about. My brother's King Tiger. They have a couple engineers. I think they've been placing mines all over this area. Yep. There goes another mine. I think that was a mine because, yeah, it's not as big as a dent. You can actually see the crater. But as you can see here, they are not defeated, not by a long shot, and they have a ton of forces right now, all together, all formed up and ready for another offensive, specifically like a IS-2. Now, the IS-2 is very effective at versing tanks. It has a lot of armor, it can dish out a ton of damage, but there is a thing the IS-2 doesn't have. Oh, don't hit the mine. The IS-2 has one gun. These Panthers have 2. So if these guys were... Oh, wow. Nice shot. Herring the mine. Maybe that was our mine. But it's one gun. It's one big heavy tank. Panthers are mobile and are good for versing a lot of units. So this guy's just going to come around and try to flank it. Also with this, he can activate the attack ability, which focuses all fire on that and does a lot more damage. That's with the Command Panther. It can do coordinate fire. So I did a nice Stuka barrage here, trying to dish out damage. He escaped by running in that building. You can see here the Su-85. He's trying to keep his units alive, try to keep them in the fight. My Panthers moving in, trying to help. Decommissioning the dead vehicles. Again, as the Overcommando, make sure you do that so you can get fuel. Fuel is very important. Now they have a ton of forces right here. I just have recently used my Stuka, so I cannot use it. But hey, it's now 2-star, meaning I think I have to wait a minute to attack. So I move my Panthers, and I'm just like, okay, let me focus. Let me try to kill some of these things. But unfortunately, I think whatever. I focus on the Katusha, take it out. I'm like, okay, let's try to fall back. Kind of like stuck in pathfinding, love it. Trying to fall back. Get an airstrike moving in, the skirmishing strike. That goes down. Another P-47. We don't have that much AA, so I don't think you expect many planes being shot down. Oh, no! Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently I lied. Howitzer's still up, though. Oh, wow, that plane just crashed right there? Yeah, there's the piece of debris. It definitely crashed. What are they doing? They're just in a mine? Whatever. Oh, nice bounce. Barely alive, Panther falling back. King Tiger's taking a lot of the punishment. They have a good chunk of forces right there, trying to hold back. If I was them, let's see. Do we have it? No, we don't. I would just call breakthrough bombardment all over this area. Oh, boy. Anyway, my Panthers are barely alive. Gonna need to kill them up. I do have a lot more forces now. I'm moving up MGs, try to hold back their infantry spam. MG over here because I'm not building another bunker. AT because they stole their pack. I should have probably moved it up a little bit more. But the Verkenton Warfare's guarding here. If I was smart, I would have put it over here. So I also have these guys over here along with another MG. So I have double MGs over here to guard this point in case they send another ambush over this way. I do another Stuka strike, get up close. Try to do dish out quite a bit of damage. Don't think I hit all that much. Let's double check. I think I did a little bit, killed a few units, but nothing major. Yeah, as you can see, the big target's right back here. But overall, with that great offensive we had, we're able to smash the Allies and turn this game around. Because, as you saw, there are many points in which I'm like, there were many points during the game where like we're gonna lose. This is a losing game. They just have so much armor. It's ridiculous. Well, now, as you can see now they're just saving up. And that actually, this unit kind of showed us that like, oh yeah, they're saving up for Jacksons. And oh my god, do they have a lot of Jacksons? As you can see over here and over here. So what they're trying to do is get enough anti-armor along with infantry to push into our territory, use speed, and just use the armor pen of these Jacksons. And as you can see here, this will give us the sight we need to see all this. Use enough firepower to that way they can take out a lot of our armor, and then with the P-47 strikes and whatnot, they can essentially neutralize what we have. So that way they don't necessarily need a gigantic force, they just need a highly mobile force to hurt our vehicles. And with that, they could technically break us, or that's what they think. Because again, they can build a lot more tanks than we can. So anyway, I have my other tanks right here. I'm just like trying to focus fire, trying to hold them back right here. Again, I have MGs on my Panthers, which makes their effectiveness against infantry a lot better. Oh boy, P-47s. Yeah. You gonna be shot down? No idea, but guess what? Jacksons, here they come! And my tanks are barely in there. I should have probably retrieved this one more. But with those airstrikes, look at that. With the airstrike and everything, these Jacksons are just going to run circles around my Panther. I'm trying to use the building as cover. My brother deploys Fallschirmjägers, but they get run over. I have no idea why it's so easy for, apparently, Shermans and Jacksons run over that, but the goddamn T-34, or a Panther, that's supposed to be pretty good at running over forces. No, it's just, whatever, I don't know. But luckily, my ally, my awesome, awesome ally, Black Shark, moves in, and is just like, all you Jacksons gonna die. So, yeah, he was able to neutralize, along with my brother, a lot of those forces, and while he still has a lot of infantry, they don't have as many bazookas as they once had, making their combat efficiency against vehicles not all that great. Now over here, he's trying to do the exact same thing, a lot of AT, but he still has a Wolverine and 2 Jacksons. And that's actually being very effective. It took out, wow, Sturm Tiger? Got a Sturm Tiger? I guess that was my brother's. I already guess who got that. But he's lost quite a few Panthers. Once again, awesome flank. Come around the corner. Jackson's 1, 2, and 3. Flank around, neutralize all their armor, and boom, bomb, bang. There goes their big assault. It's funny because if they would have probably came all together, with those other Jacksons on the other side, instead of attacking us over here, they might have won. But I guess their idea was to attack with 2 large Jackson fortresses each side with infantry and try to split our attention, try to get us off guard. But now these Panthers are pretty much rolling behind enemy lines and focusing on all their armor and pretty much everything they possibly have. So they're going to push up that hill. They took a little bit of injury, but not too much. Again, 3 Panthers, pretty hard to kill back. I'm trying so hard to kill these units. So hard. Nope. Not even close. Luckily I'm mine. And with that right now I'm just saving up, I believe, for a King Tiger. He has an IS-2 on this front, which barely, with all my AT fire, did nothing to it. So I'm like, great. And right now, my Panther headquarters is firing upon it, but I'm just like, hey guys, IS-2 over here. My brother's King Tiger is giving them one hell of a headache. I think now, yeah, this is when the artillery is great against stationary targets. Then they have to get packed up, move, and AT guns and machine guns can't really do that. Also, Fallschirmjägers, oh god, but they destroy infantry really, really well. Brother's King Tiger falling back, 44 kills, not too shabby. And essentially, with all that gone, another plane crash. Man, maybe, god, my luck is about to change. It has to. Like, I've seen so many enemy forces be hit by planes now that I think next game, if I play a game, like, I'll have a King Tiger or something, I'll just die from plane crash. My luck. So I've seen too many videos of the enemy team, unfortunately, dying from it. So he moves up shock troops to try to capture this point. Again, they're actually pretty close to winning, point-wise. No, better, at least closer than we were. Well, it's for us, though. Wait, why is it... Why are there 3 stars? Oh, wait, no, yeah. It's over there. They already capped it. They just want to capture this fuel. Oh, I'm stupid. Sorry. Anyway, they focus fire. Able to kill the IS-2. Too shabby. Again, hands down, Black Shark saved my butt. Because, again, I lost all my tanks to that Jackson rush. His Panther was able to neutralize that and swing around and save the other guy. So, overall, teammates may definitely help. We have a plane coming in. P-47 strikes. There's the other one. And there's a plane going down from the... Oh, wow. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been really bad. Stern Pioneers with an LNG. Huh. Very interesting. With that and the Panther, they're gonna have a hard time. Oh, Stern Pioneers that close. That could be very bad. Wow, they're literally point blank to each other. But overall, they're trying to capture this point. They don't have anything left. I mean, they have a couple forces left, but no major armor. Well, we still have King Tigers and everything else, so yeah. Well, the Panthers are literally just going back and forth, sweeping the area, killing everything in sight. And now they're going right here. AT line trying to hold back against the attack. Oh my god. Nice shot against the ambulance. Light artillery trying to kill the major. Panthers in full retreat. Trying to chase down that Jackson and manage to. Enough shots, but not enough to kill those units. And this blob, no matter how smart it is going to die. Like I said, the reason why I call this a smart blob is because of the fact every time you use artillery fire, unlike other blobs where usually you can hit them, the guy can hear the sound, instantly react, and changes in a way that he knows that neither Panzerwerfer fire, nor Stuka fire, or an airstrike can possibly hit them. So, that's the big thing. Right now, my brother and the other guy, Kershaw, have pretty much seized control of this area. Nice little airstrike. Stuka strike to kill a few more of their forces. I was hoping to kill the AT guns, but I still managed to kill something. Here comes the Blob. Moving in on the King Tiger. But overall, they don't have that much AT. And this King Tiger just from those shots. Oh, one of his forces, and now they're going to retreat. And while they do have a decent amount of manpower, they just don't have what it takes to hold us back now. Because my brother's bringing up another King Tiger and a sensor, that way it doesn't get snuck up upon. I have a King Tiger that I just brought up. Stuka's still doing pretty good. Moving up a Volk squad that in case they have armor. Trying to push them back. Because we can kind of see their units with the infrared scope. Again, a lot of people don't like using... Where is it? It's a scanner. It's somewhere. Oh, they surrendered. Where is this damn thing? There we go. This infrared searchlight, because it's like, oh, why would you waste 20 fuel or something? Point of the matter is, this thing is great for detecting unit ambushes. So if you suspect an enemy might want to try to flank you, put this out on like a flank. Keep a close eye on like the map ahead and keep checking. And if this thing spots over units in that area, then you know it's like, oh, there's a rifleman blob coming this way. I should probably prepare for it. Again, knowing where the enemy is going to attack is already half the battle. You're ambushing them because they're expecting to ambush you. So if you can lay more units there, or like if they expect a bunker and you have a King Tiger that just pops up, they'll be like, oh my god, get out of there. We thought it was on the opposite side of the map. Stuff like that. Just knowing where the enemy's going to be. Which is why that commander, which has the radio intercept, is actually really, really useful. Because then it's like, oh, the enemy's bringing out King Tiger. Guys, we need to focus on killing the King Tiger, because that's going to be the big thorn in our side for some time. But in any case, that's game. Yeah, let's look at score. Overall, the enemy team did really good. Best player was, hands down, Kojak. And oh my god, was he a thorn in my side. That Sherman running over units. I try that so much. Look, I may have sucked that game, but I did do a lot of damage. At least 42,000, not too shabby. Black Shark did 43, best player of the game. I can guarantee that. My Stuka, probably, I'll change that if I would assume. What's this? This is for who? Not sure. Oh, Kershaw. Alright, my brother, best unit. Folks, okay, whatever. Not the King Tiger, okay. 14, nearly 15,000 damage, not too shabby for that. And Black Shark was, yep, his Panthers, with 23,000, not too shabby. Took almost the exact same amount of damage it dealt. That's pretty funny. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. If you want to submit that replay, please do so, and I'll see you next time.